Just feeling this. What's that saying on computer? I can't feel it. Is it somebody online? No, not yet, but I've the video is very useful for because we've got the YouTube channel. Yeah. And yeah, because Amy's not here this week. I've actually been asked to come into work on Friday morning. So I'll have to not find another one. yeah, for Friday. Yeah, I mean they're all pretty good with Tai Chi and fitness, so what I might do is record Tai Chi fitness class, do a Zoom class, Tai Chi fitness, record it, but much earlier, because there won't be everyone will watch it later, and we'll just do that. I think that will work better, because otherwise it's maybe record it at like 8 o'clock. Yes. Yeah. It's coming back. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through loosening and a warm up. Make sure we're all nice and warmed up in our bodies, and we're going to look at routines of exercise that explore with you. Just to get, because the best way of doing something is just by doing it and practicing it. And also the fact that you noticed means that you're obviously your awareness is improving. So one thing I've realised with Tai Chi is it's a kind of way of developing your observational skills and your awareness skills, so you can tell what's going on. Very, very good. So yeah, those of you that are watching online later on, I've got the jumper, well, it's freezing. So I want to make sure I stay nice and warm. That's it, nice and flat. So just get with the hips. So you want to get your alignment. So yeah, let's stop for a moment. Come back to that. You've got your feet. You plant your feet, and you want to relax around the ankles, relax the feet, and then you're sinking back and down.
So on my feet now, shoulder width apart.
Yeah, but it depends. I mean, you might want to experiment with either a smaller or wider, because everybody's legs and hips and shoulders and things got put on different.
Yeah.
So you have to work out which distance between the feet is appropriate for you. So it's like so this is for me my shoulder.
Yeah.
But it can change as the individual progresses. Yeah, you can use the windows actually, because we've got the lines up, and you can check. I mean, at the moment I'm in a room with floorboards on, and I've got 2 floorboards between my feet, and I'm on a floorboard, so I can keep that distance. And the other thing is, some people like a slightly wider. It's like the feet are out, or you can have the feet parallel. It doesn't really, it's very individual. It's very individual.
Yeah, 2 boards feels a bit wide.
Yeah, so you're not going to experiment 1.5. Yeah, exactly. So, and then you're nice and tall. So the head is floating, the chin's tucked in so it's not sticking out. And then you adjust your hips so that they go back and down. And you want to aim your weight to be in the middle of the foot, and then you want the knees in line with the toes. Then in previous class, what we do sometimes, and we might, when we've got a few more people to try out things in this class, we can practice. You can just very gently, someone will just push, and then you just direct the push into the ground, and it's people push in, and then it can help you work out how's the best way of standing, so you're not feeling like you're kind of going to fall over. You want to feel quite solid. I mean, in terms of someone pushes in, because there's not a third leg there, that's not very stable. You can't, so but it's more stable this way. And that's why when we're doing like sparring or anything like that, we're more like this, because then it's harder to knock people over. But this is quite a good way of cultivating your balance. So we just go back and just breathe in and out. Just sit, relax around the spine. So what you can do is you can just tap here. And we're just thinking of the muscles relaxing, but not too hard. This is like a kicking massage. Just do a little taps like that. And then rub the back. And you feel the hips sink. Nice and tall. So relax the shoulders. Breathe in and out.
My extra padding sticks out too much.
Oh no, yeah, you want to sink down and just that's fine. Just let it relax. That's fine. And then just relax around the muscles of the chest, and we'll just like that. So that's your Wu Chi. Okay, let's just go back to that and see if that feels any different. We will be periodically coming back to the Wu Chi just to keep practicing it. Because that's the best way. You can't just kind of do it once. No, right, I've got it.
And you can't tell by looking at people whether they've got it right. It's how it feels for them.
It's how it feels, yeah. I mean, you can kind of usually tell if they're really out.
Yeah.
And not sinking. You can tell there's clues. But the best way of telling is by actually physically giving each other, practicing cooperative exercise. I will introduce some of that to what I'm trying to do is Monday evening club, more akin to what Mike is going to be doing on the Wednesday evening. He does a lot more, but not quite as advanced. It's more like just looking at real cooperative partner work, like holding pads for each other to practice stuff like, and stuff like, so very cooperative and more fact finding with friends kind of thing, so it's more, we're all trying to find something out by exploring things and working as a team kind of stuff. So it's whereas my other classes are more like you doing individual exercises for relaxation and balance. I like to mix it up. So see how that's doing. We'll just keep going and we'll just go this one. And you want to draw the toes in slightly so that you activate the arches of the foot. Activate the arches of the foot, very good. And then just so really relax. We show that from the side here. So I'm feeling my feet, and as I do the bound, I'm going to try and connect all the way through the body. And just relax the hands, relax the elbows, relax the shoulders, relax the spine, relax the hips and knees, ankles and feet. Bouncing, very good. And we'll go to shape in a minute, but just while we're doing bounce, notice the contact through the feet. 4, 3, 2, 1, and shape.
Is the shake originating in the hips?
Feet.
Feet?
Feet, yeah.
Well, my shape is.
So you kind of push down the feet and just connect it through the, well, as far as I'm aware, I think that's what Emma said. Start everything, usually in Tai Chi everything starts in the feet. Well actually it first starts in the mind, calm it. So you just calm down, sink in the hips. And just nice and relaxed. So you want to really relax. If you're tense and you do this, you get worn out very, very fast. You'll shake out. We'll come back to shake in a sec. So, and it's almost like you're vibrating inside. So you'll think about the inside of the body, or starting from the inside of the body, and maybe starting from the bones, and then while you're shaking, check your alignment. So, you know, everything's nicely lined up. And then we just very gradually open the arms as you keep the shape going. Now this is quite tricky when it changes the quality of the shape as you go up, and then you stop, completely stop, and then let the arms drop down. So when I did this with Eva, and I was watching what she was doing, she didn't do it last Wednesday, did she?
No,
No,
she might. I can't remember.
I don't think she did actually. Sorry?
You can't distinguish what she did on Tuesday and what's on Wednesday.
Yeah, oh, so you went to Tuesday as well?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
Yeah,
Oh, good. And did you ask who you were?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
And I just said I was with you and that was fine.
Yeah, yeah, she's very good. They're very good. They're teaching on, they teach a lot. If you look at their website, they teach a lot of classes.
And that Zoom code, is that just for a month?
That's just, but no, that's with code. That's for, they've been using that for since the beginning of lockdown. You just put the number in.
Yeah.
And then it will go, you don't even need the password anymore. You didn't, even though they said this is the password and this is the thing. And then I just put the number in and the number there. So I'll be coming on Tuesday. Yeah, unfortunately I couldn't make Tuesday, but I'll definitely try tomorrow.
This week I can do Tuesday, but I can't do Wednesday.
Okay, I'll try and do both.
Alternative exercise on Wednesday.
But they teach, they teach like proper hour-long and all the classes, and they are fantastic. But they're quite, yeah, they're an investment, shall we say.
Yes.
And then,
Well, that's the problem, isn't it? You get
so I'll go with the free ones. You see here on Saturday, just for 3 hours. I can do it all day, only 4.5 days.
You don't get matrix.
Huh?
You don't get matrix.
Sometimes, but because of lockdown, they can't really, you know, it's tough for everybody.
Yeah.
So. Right, okay. Yeah, that's it. So, just back to the routine. Slowly warm up actually. Take this on.
Yeah, I'll one layer off.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It'd be like a little sauna in there. So yeah, let's look at this one. So because it's in Wu Chi anyway, so you'll be practicing Wu Chi. So what you want to do is you want to get your knees. You have a look at what I'm doing. I'm doing this movement. So it's like bounce, like when we do bounce. So and then that's what is setting the arms on. So you can use your window. So I'm looking at the window to check. Now, when Master Chung done this one, it was like very smooth, his bounce, really smooth and very connected. So you want to connect through the body, just feel your Wu Chi. Open the palms of the hands, fingers nice and relaxed. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then turn the palm up. I think Rosemary liked it. Rosemary Drake, she liked what we did on Wednesday.
I'm not sure who she is.
She's one of my online students. She comes on Wednesday. She's the lady on Zoom.
Right.
When we're at Reach. So she's part of the rich poor people, but you don't see her because she's online. But she's but I think I like about the way Eva teaches, she's very clear about what to do. And you know what you're supposed to be doing. She's very relaxed, really.
And the movements weren't as expansive as we do here in the hall.
Yeah.
Which is good for the lampshades and the.
Yeah. She wants to make it a bit smaller because it's Zoom and people have got lampshades and things in the way. Whereas in a nice big hall, you've got this space.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1, and change. And also, she's been doing it longer than me. And the longer people do Tai Chi, the smaller it seems to get, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's very, she's like one of the top.
It's very small.
Yeah. But she did, she'd been in, doing it kind of traditionally in China or so. She'd be like master Kaskuba by now. So she's definitely, she knows her stuff.
Yes, just have another 2 opportunities to stand up and move and burn a few more calories.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And it does burn calories doing this, even though it don't look like we're doing it a lot. So we're just breathing in and out and just feeling the weight transfer. So this explores your Wu Chi by having your weight more on one foot than the other. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Nice and relaxed, and then just have the arms. Again, sink the hips back and down. Feel the ground on your feet. Keep breathing, very good.
Right, so that's getting me in the thighs now, is that right?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it will move as you progress, just as the legs strengthen. You'll notice things moving around. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and relaxed. So check the posture. You're going to turn the waist and just allow the arm to just very gently swing forwards and back. That's it. So that was quite interesting. I was teaching my group. I teach a group of people in Barton. There were some brand new people turning up. We had sort of 3 newcomers, and there's quite a lot of older people in that class who technically ought to be very stiff in their movements and not be able to move her. But because we're doing all this loosening, I was noticing when I was teaching the loosening how much more soft and smooth
they were.
They were, because they've been doing Tai Chi about 20 weeks now. They've done 20 classes. Compared with the brand new people who seem to be very kind of like their arms were sticking out, and it's really strange how I had a little chat with a couple of them after we finished, and they were quite pleased. But how much better they look compared with the newbies, but we won't tell them.
No.
But it was basically this stuff really does work. You just have to turn up and keep doing it, and eventually your Wu Chi will feel as though it's very solid. But a way of practicing it is by partner work, and we haven't got enough. Unfortunately, we haven't got enough people. But I will. Hopefully next week, Amy will be back, and we'll be able to do a bit of partner work because it's quite because we now can, which is good. 4, 3, 2, 1, and wobbling. Just wobbling.
So do you know Amy from outside these classes or just?
Yeah, we both, well, I mean, we both worked for the same charity years and years and years ago.
Oh, what was that?
I was, I think it was Speaking Up, I was coming in and doing some bits of Tai Chi for them, and then we
Yeah,
both know we've got a mutual friend who used to be part of the music scene here, then moved, and also helps run a charity for people with different abilities.
mhm,
And I got involved in doing a bit of wellbeing and stuff from
yeah,
and also I used to help out on this thing called Funky Flamingo. I was part of the kind of wellbeing zone. It's a club night for people with learning differences. And so I know her from that. And then she was saying that she wanted to be able to relax better. And I said, well, why don't you just come along to my Tai Chi class?
yeah,
And then found she had a bit of a sort of a talent for it. So I said, well, why don't you come and do some, so she's doing sort of ongoing assistant training,
oh,
sometimes helps out, and
Yeah.
she helps me at evening. She'll, if I need some to practice something different with other people, she can then lead things.
Use.
So she can, yeah, it's quite, but she's got a real dedication and practices with them. We're both going to this seminar in a couple of weeks
Oh,
and
I
Zoom as well.
didn't know what that.
It's a seminar on the Yang style Tai Chi Qigong with Mark Peter. I mean, if you're interested, it's 1 o'clock till 4. So it's 3 hours of training, that's the only thing. She's been going for a while, she's built up the stamina to be able to cope with it.
No, I don't think
And shake out. Whereas half an hour after the free class or an hour is about tops. But yeah, she's pretty good. I mean, someone that you know, maybe has to try and do things a lot of times before it goes in.
Yeah.
Once it's gone in, she's fine, you know. So yeah, so now what we'll do is just transfer the weight. And use your breathing, so just breathe in and breathe out, and transfer the weight. So breathe in, start to transfer. Breathe out, and just allow the weight to settle in the foot. So it's more like 60-40. And she was an assistant. I used to run a thing called Rhythm and Moves, which was music and Tai Chi based movement for people. Most of them were sort of non-verbal, and she was one of the team of assistants I had. And as part of the assistant training, they all had to go to a class. They used to do like punching in, thinking like what I do sometimes on a Friday to learn some basic Tai Chi. But we called it between ourselves, we had a vote of what to call it, and we used to call it Fit to Drop. Because sometimes we did quite a lot, and we go, oh, I would like that. So they would have to go to they had to do 30 hours of Tai Chi a year.
Yeah.
So 3 terms of Tai Chi and go to day seminars. Because they're all pretty, trained up. And then she liked it so much, she just continued and then stopped the class. And she goes to lots of classes. She goes to maybe about 3 or 4 a week and practices. So,
What about Chris? She's been coming along.
she's been coming a long time. She was one of my students, but she trains with lots of other, like me, she trains with lots of other teachers.
Well, no.
It can get confusing at the outset, but if you can go underneath the different styles and just stick with the principles, it's actually quite useful. But you have to have got to a certain level of competence in Tai Chi, otherwise it really does get very confusing. You end up doing lots of different types of Tai Chi completely wrong. So, yeah, I mean, I've got Mike is the head honcho, and then I'll go training with the Scubas, do a bit of training with Barry in London, and a bit of training with Mark in Birmingham. So, yeah. And then, there might be a visiting instructor coming in, for example, going to see them.
Yeah.
Okay, and we come back to the middle. Now, just allow your weight to settle just behind the ball with each foot. Relax the feet, relax around the ankles, and we're just going to very gently rock forwards and rock back. So keep the feet flat on the floor. So, you know, I mean, natural coordination can help learn this art fast, but it doesn't matter if you have no natural coordination, because then you practice it and then you become more coordinated and able to pick up moves faster. So, go forwards and back. So you just want to really relax and just feel this is nice and cool. We probably won't do a lot today. Nice and relaxing the hips, and then we go round and round in a circle. So this is one of my favourites actually, just going round and round in a circle. I find it really relaxing, and also really beneficial, because you can feel it doing useful things for the body. Feel it. If you're practicing this at home, you might want to explore different textures, surface underneath the feet. So like a big thick carpet, or somewhere really flat or something, just to see what it's like. I did this on a slope actually on the beach. That was interesting. Or under sand, or you know, and you just feel it, and you want to feel that the whole of the foot is in touch. And they're all good. That's the shoulder. So there's a gap here. You want to lengthen here. So you want to soften the shoulders and lengthen through the spine. So we're still sinking our hips back and down. And the head's floating. And you've got this nice soft feeling in the arms. So you're just noticing what you feel. Let's try it in the other direction. So we'll just spend a bit of time in the other direction. And notice what you're sensing through the feet. Okay, so now you wait to settle, and then we're going to do a figure eight. So you go to the little toe, and go to the heel, and go to the little toe, and the heel. And you can, if you close your eyes, and you can really feel what's going on. It is good to open your eyes sometimes, but it's quite nice to close your eyes. That's. So imagine you've got a warm bread roll. This is from Emma. Or imagine you've got a warm bread roll underneath each of your arms. That's one of those. So you've got a bit of a space there. So you've got this nice open feeling.
As soon as you say something, you don't visualise something else. I lose the
Yeah.
concentration on your foot.
Yeah, that's okay. Get your bread rolls. Get your bread rolls in place. Now go back to the figure of eight. We just want to make sure you're getting the quality of movement. And try and get your figure of eight soft, smooth, and slow. Yeah, they've got quite a few Zoom classes everywhere now, so they've got 2 free ones, and then they've got,
Oh, I saw this.
they've got a big list.
Yeah.
They've got a big list, but then if you're paying £10 for each one,
So that's.
you could end up paying £50 a week. I mean, you get amazing tuition. I'm not, but it could end up costing quite a lot. Although Sam in Chichester, he charges £12 an hour for his classes.
Do people do it that frequently? That's what rich people.
Rich people do, yeah. There's when they're in Reading, in Chichester, you've got a lot of people with a lot of income that ready money to burn, but it's different. It's different in the villages. And we're going the other direction. So now we're going the other direction. If you can work out what that is, so take a bit of time just to get the direction of the rate. I mean, sometimes when I'm doing the Tai Chi classes, I get quite a good wage per hour, if it's an organisation, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, it's not like it's, it's not.
I mean, I might have to put the prices up from April, because that's when all the electric bills go up. But we'll wait and see how we get on.
Yeah. It's a dilemma, isn't it? Then people say you can't build a class.
Yeah, so what I've been doing is if people want to come more than once a week, I leave it for them to work out if they're coming 3 or 4 times a week, even at £5 an hour, it still goes up. So I just basically let people work out what it is they want to pay me, because it's still more than I'd get if they came once. So I've got because Amy's coming to every single class going, she was paying for it, she was bankrupt, so she's given me a monthly wage to cover as many classes as she likes, and that's fine. That's what they do at the Cambridge Academy of Martial Arts. And sit. Okay. It's good, isn't it? It's very hypnotic. So then what we do, we'll have a little shake out first. It's how do you find that it's merging your legs? Okay, I'll probably do it wrong. That's okay. You want to relax more, but we're doing this. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do the same exercises for the back, but this time we're looking at the inside of the foot, the arch of the foot. So we're going from the heel foot, the beginning of the heel, to the end of the ball of the foot. Hello, welcome back. We haven't got that far actually. We're just been doing this exercise, and we'll do some more things in a minute. But the front of the heel and the back of the ball of the foot, we're just swaying forwards and back. Breathing. So by spending a lot of time we could potentially do some of the. We could go in 3 and practice, because John was saying in one of my classes, I said about Wu Chi, you stand, and I was told by Carol that the structure is so correct that if someone was to push at you, they'd fly off. So I can, because now we've got a few more people to practice, and if you don't mind being in the movie, we can practice. You can actually do it as a trio, and just practice very gently. You're not trying to shove people, but very gently put a couple of pushes, and you have a pusher and a person helping giving tips. I think you need to drop it. So you just drop the hip, and we're just doing a small forward and back. Now do your figure 8, but looking at the arch of the foot. Figure 8 around the inside of the arch of the foot, so it'll be much smaller. But when we're doing it with a big, so it's much bigger with the foot. But if you do it from the arch of the foot, and that really does get very difficult. So this is looking at it in the. I did this for ages. We were at least an hour actually when I did this with Corel. Once you get over it, you start getting a bit anxious and upset, and oh God, we're going to be doing something else soon. But once you break through that misery and get to the other side of it, you think, oh, wow, and start noticing things, and it's actually quite cool, especially if you're outdoors and the birds are singing and the sun's out. It kind of, and then you can feel strange things happening to the body and noticing things you've never noticed before, and it kind of becomes almost, yeah, it actually becomes really, really heavy. But you have to get through that.
Yeah, we're not going to try and do that.
No, absolutely not. We're just doing right now, showing the other direction. I'm just giving you a flavour of. So we're just been exploring Wu Chi, a flavour of what I have to go through with scooters. It's really hypnotic, isn't it? And once you get over the boredom and misery barrier, it becomes pleasurable again. Okay, now, can you feel your feet better?
Yeah.
It's amazing, isn't it? So we spent we spent at least an hour on that exercise with the Kastubas, and for the entire rest of the day, which I could really feel my feet, and it was brilliant because I could really feel my feet. Everything seemed to work much better.
Yeah.
Everything worked much better. It was very interesting. Okay, let's do. Let's do. We'll do this one and the bear. We'll follow it with the bear. We'll do that. So this exercise, these next two exercises I learned from Master Chung years and years and years and years ago. He's like a gold medalist producing Tai Chi instructor from Malaysia, proper master of Tai Chi, really, really good. Just like this. Just breathe in. The arms float up. Breathe out, sink the hips back and down, extend, open the palms of the hands, extend the fingers. You breathe and drop elbows, and you bring the wrists into the shoulders. Breathe in. This bit always reminds me of meerkats.
Yeah.
When they're up on the thing around the Serengeti, fantastic. And then down, I love meerkats.
The arms down.
The arms go out and go down. So they come down like that. And then you just feel the arms dropping and the fingers dropping. It's open feeling. That's right. It's open feeling in the palms. Just sinking it back and down again. Just allow your weight to settle in the ball of the foot if you can. Or just do that again. Breathe out, extend. Breathe in. Breathe, let go. Let go between the shoulder blades. Let go down the arms. So really, that's 1, 2. So it's like you're stretching, feel the elasticity, and then release that elasticity. And then they float down. Breathe. 1, 2, extend. 3, and 4. Letting go between the shoulder blades, letting go down the arms. Breathing. So So you might feel some tingling in the hands, that's normal, that's just your circulation, because you're all relaxed, your circulation is moving around a bit better. So just breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. So with the extension, there's a stretch, and the rubber band stretching. Breathe out. Let it go down the arm muscles, let it go between the shoulder blades. Here we go again. 1, 2, 3, and oh, fantastic. And now this time, bring the hand open like this, up a little bit, and then imagine you're holding the ball down, hold the ball, so the fingers point towards each other, thumbs point towards each other, that's it. And I'll come a bit closer to the people, viewers at home. There we go. So like this, nice round shape in the arms, the fingers point towards each other, the thumbs point towards each other. Actually, this thumb's not relaxed enough. Relax the thumb. So if you do that, you can rub the thumb and give it a waggle. Just get the thumb to relax, and oh, better get a. So that's like more like that. So it's not kind of like that. It's more like that. Nice and relaxed. Nice and relaxed. Well, let me just get myself set up. But we want the fingers pointed towards each other rather than drooping. It's more like that. That's it. So it's like almost like a triangle. There we go. So you want to sink your hips and bend your knees a bit. You want a good, at least 2 fist gap between the knees. At least 2 fist gap between the knees. So you've got good posture going. It's called chain bow. So what we can do is we're going to look at we'll look at the bear first, and then we'll look at the ones that are as well. Just to help explore this region, I'll go back a bit. My feet aren't quite in shot. Breathe in and out, and just relax, relax, relax. We won't hold it too long because it's quite hard work, isn't it, holding the arms up like that? Okay, try doing the best. So you shift across and you turn. Shift across and turn. It's called the bear. But it's got like a hypnotic standing in these exercises. Just show you that from the side. So I keep my hands in front, you see, and it's the turning of the waist. Keep your hands where they are and turn your waist. Turn your waist, that's it. Yeah, very nice. So, looking forward to seeing my teachers tomorrow and Wednesday. And they used to teach 5 days on Zoom, but they don't anymore. It's really sad. Do that. Okay. Come back to the middle, and then what you do is do the circular movement we did earlier, but with the arms. So there's a little bit of a yeah. So you can do it like that with the arms moving with the body. So this is one I did with Corel. We'll do it a few times in one direction, and change directions just to. And then you can have some fun. Well, more fun than even different time. So you can keep your hands where they are and actually move your body. See? Ah. And you can do your figure 8. Oh, yeah, you can do your figure 8. But keep the arms still. Quite hard, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. And then you can go down, keep the arms where they are, and up, down, up. Can't go any further up because you can't go back. The arms back, all back in circles. So okay, and you just let's stop for a very quick water break, and then what I'd like to do is some of the partner work things, we just practice our acting, so, we'll do, I'll just pause the video. I mean, whoever's watching this will probably have got